This documentary explains how German tank design priorities evolved over time. Instead of listing vehicles as isolated machines, the focus is on why each design existed, what problem it addressed, and what limitations forced the next change. Understanding these shifts explains how Germany moved from experimental armored boxes to modern system-driven main battle tanks. First priority: armor and firepower concentration, World War I. A-7V. Designed to break trench stalemate using concentrated firepower. Thick armor and multiple weapons offered protection, but extreme weight and a large crew limited mobility and coordination. A-7VU. Created to improve trench crossing using all-around tracks. Stability issues and excessive top weight made it impractical for combat use. LK2. Focused on mobility and a rotating turret rather than heavy armor. Demonstrated the future value of turreted firepower, but lacked protection for frontline use. Design trend. Early German tanks explored protection first, with mobility as a secondary concern. Hidden development. Learning without production. Interwar period. Liked tractor. Built to test armored doctrine, suspension, and crew layout. Its value was experimental, helping Germany refine tank concepts under treaty limits. Gross tractor. Explored heavier armor and larger guns in a controlled setting. Complexity and mechanical strain showed the limits of early heavy tank ideas. Durchbruchwagen DW1. Focused on vertical armor and breakthrough capability. Provided data on suspension stress and armor weight tolerance. Durchbruchwagen DW2. Improved drivetrain and armor distribution. It confirmed that thicker armor required better engines and suspension systems. Design trend. Engineering data became more important than field deployment. Rejected concepts. Firepower without efficiency. Neubaufahrzeug. Designed to project power using multiple turrets. Thin armor and crew inefficiency proved the concept unsuitable for modern warfare. Design lesson. Firepower must be centralized and controllable, not distributed. Early World War II priority: mobility and mass production. Panzer I Ausf A. Created for training and doctrine development. High mobility helped early operations, but machine guns limited combat value. Panzer I Ausf B. Improved engine reliability and hull length. Still underarmed and unsuitable for tank-on-tank engagements. Panzer I Ausf C. Optimized for high-speed reconnaissance. Advanced suspension increased speed, but light armor restricted survivability. Panzer I Ausf F. Designed with extreme armor for infantry assault. Protection improved, but low speed reduced tactical usefulness. Design trend. Speed was prioritized, but survivability remained inconsistent. Light tank refinement. Specialization over versatility. Panzer II Ausf A through F. Served as an interim combat tank with a 20mm autocannon. Effective early, but quickly outmatched by enemy armor. Panzer II Ausf D/E. Focused on road speed using Christie suspension. Poor off-road performance limited operational flexibility. Panzer II Ausf G. Tested improved optics and suspension concepts. Limited production reflected shifting priorities toward heavier designs. Panzer II Ausf J emphasized extreme armor protection. Overweight design reduced speed to impractical levels. Panzer II L Luchts purpose-built reconnaissance tank, balanced speed, reliability, and optics for scouting roles. Design trend: light tanks evolved into dedicated reconnaissance platforms. Medium tanks, balancing firepower and mobility. Panzer III Ausf A developed as a primary anti-tank vehicle. Early suspension flaws revealed the importance of mechanical reliability. Panzer III Ausf E through N gradually upgraded with stronger guns and armor, reached the limits of its chassis as enemy tanks improved. Panzer IV Ausf A through F1 designed for infantry support with a short-barreled gun, effective against fortifications but weak against armored targets. Panzer IV Ausf F2 through J rearmed for anti-tank combat with a long-barreled gun. Adaptability made it Germany's most sustainable wartime tank. Design trend: medium tanks became multi-role platforms. Heavy tanks, overmatch through armor and firepower. VK 30.01 Porsche tested electric transmission technology, innovative but unreliable and heavy. VK 36.01 intended to mount advanced gun systems. Material shortages redirected development toward more practical designs. Tiger I focused on dominance through armor and an 88mm gun, powerful in combat but costly and maintenance-intensive. VK 45.01 Porsche Tiger featured forward turret and hybrid drive, lost production due to complexity and reliability issues. Tiger II combined thick armor with sloped surfaces, extremely lethal at range but limited by weight and fuel demands. Panzer VIII Maus designed for maximum protection. Excessive weight prevented meaningful operational use. Conceptual dead ends and late war experiments. Kugelpanzer small, lightly armored experimental vehicle. Unclear role and limited protection restricted usefulness. Design lesson: vehicles without defined tactical purpose fail to mature. Post-war shift: mobility over armor thickness. SPZ Kurz, SPZ-11 light tanks built for reconnaissance and defense. Low-pressure guns reduced recoil on light chassis. RU-251 designed as a fast reconnaissance platform. Speed and optics replaced armor for survivability. Design trend: avoidance replaced protection. Main battle tank concept takes shape. Leopard I prioritized mobility and firepower over armor, assumed modern weapons could defeat any passive protection. Leopard I A3/A4 introduced improved turret design and fire control. Accuracy and situational awareness became key advantages. Leopard I A6 tested heavier guns on a light platform, highlighted the limits of upgrading older designs. Design trend: fire control systems became central to combat effectiveness. Systems Integration and Automation, KPZ-70. Joint project emphasizing advanced suspension and automation. High cost and complexity outweighed benefits. VT-1-1. Explored turretless design for reduced profile. Limited firing flexibility, reduced tactical adaptability. VT-1-2. Expanded turretless concept with dual guns. High speed achieved, but logistical complexity increased. Design lesson: technology must align with operational practicality.